I've put up a bit of code here that determines what we get with 1,000,000 moon shards. Welcome to RuthlessRedge Gaming. My voice is a little bit hoarse, however, our topic for today is very important, that's why we still had to make this video. It is about our personal crafting strategy in making runes and charms for Axie Infinity Origin. So let's check it out. We've got two parts in crafting for the game. First is crafting when you're just starting out, and second is if you're crafting when you've played the game for a while. In crafting when you're just starting out, you'll just see this basic crafting of runes and charms. You won't see anything else. However, after a while, you'll just see them pop up when your crafting level increases. Starting out, you'll have this for 100, and that's one of the most important things, even if these others show up, because that is the cheapest to craft. If you see here, intermediates give much better odds for crafting compared to the common ones. However, price-wise, it is 10 times that. And you want to fully equip your Axies to make sure that you have a fighting chance in the arena, which means you gotta make sure that you craft quite a bit of your commons, because it's most bang for your buck in terms of number, quantity, and that's the most important thing in starting out. So we'll craft 10 of these just to try it out and see what we get, and boom, just like that we'll have a charm of focus, we've got a charm of power, vitality, and faith, and then we've got a mini legion rune, quite a useful rune in the when starting off with the game, and that is great. That is what we need to fully equip our birds, our triple bird lineup. With that, you'll be able to put charms in, you'll be able to maximize it for playing in the arena early on. And that's part 1 of our crafting strategy. Part 2 is now when you've been playing Axie Origin for a while. We'll now have access to intermediate crafting as well as special utility recipes. With intermediate, the odds change from 100% common to 40% non-common, split between rares, epics, and mystics. It's way better than pulling a common. However, the moonshard cost is tenfold. So we have to weigh this, we have to plan this accordingly. We've got special utility recipes to use that increase your odds. When we put it in, it becomes 50%. When we put in furthermore, it becomes 65%. And if we put in one more, it becomes 80% rare, 18% epic, 2% mystic, and no chance for it to become a common. And that is where our knowledge in JavaScript will come in. I've managed to put in a script to determine whether or not this is worth it when you have 1,000,000 moon shards. Let's check it out. I've put up a bit of code here that determines what we get with 1,000,000 moon shards if we buy 1,000 intermediates with it, or we maximize on our dusts and place in 3 dusts of rares just to maximize it to 100% non-common hit. So let's see. Here we've got the hit count of starting with 0. We've got 1,000 intermediate pulls, and what are our odds to hit 40%, which is our chances of getting a non-common hit. Based from that, we've got 394 on this try. We'll have a few more tries. Just to take note, the other number is now 1,000,000 divided by 1,000,000 moon shards divided by 1,000, which is the intermediate, plus 3 600s, which is the 3 rare pots, will guarantee to hit 357 of those intermediate charms / runes, 357 non-common hits, which can be split between rare, epics, and mystics. This is 394 right now. Up here, this is the no potions, no dusts. This is the fully kitted dusts. Let's see if we move forward with our hits. Second hit, 400 non-common hits. Next is 425. Next is 385. Next is 441. Next is 392. There are times where we'll hit lower, if you see here, but so far we've been hitting higher than the guaranteed hit. So based from this, from the odds of what our code is doing, there's an inclination to not put any dusts, to not increase the odds, because that is maximizing our 1 million moon shards at this point. Also take note that this is 357 non-commons and nothing else, while this is 423 non-commons, but however our failed hits still get commons, which means you can still disenchant them to make more moon shards to craft more. How do you disenchant? Just hit this button below, press that disenchant button, and you'll be on this screen. And here you can choose which items you want to disenchant. You can select these runes. You'll see the outcome and you can press disenchant. You can also select charms. You can browse your charms. What extras do you have? You press that, you hit disenchant, you lose them for your inventory, but you get moon shards in the process to craft even further. Another option is mass selection. If you've got so much already, you've got this to keep at least one rare, for example, this will not select. This will just disenchant everything. If, for example, you have a ton of rare charms already, you have no use for your commons, you can say keep 0 and then disenchant all, hit confirm. That will destroy all of your common charms and runes, and then provide you with moon shards in the process to craft more of those rares, of those epics, of those mystics. This does have a strong inclination for charms in the sense that we've got a 75% chance of hitting charms, which means if we do this again and again, we will have a point where we have so much charms and not enough runes, and I think that is the point where we put in our moonstones. That is the point where we add moonstones to increase the odds of runes. For the late game, once we've got everything, we've got a ton of rares, we've got a ton of runes, I think that's the point where we put the epics and the mystic dusts to have a better chance of hitting those juicy rares and epics, runes and charms. But I think up to that point, this is our mid-game play. That is our late game play for part 2, when we've been playing Axie Origin for a while. If you liked our content, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more of this kind of content. In the meantime, we hope you enjoy the game. We hope you enjoy our crafting strategy. See you in the arena, and don't forget to stay ruthless. Fist bump.